welcome to 2026. The world you knew, built on the absolute dominance of the US dollar, is fundamentally shattering. As global inflation spirals out of control, trust in fiat currency is reaching an all-time low. Central banks are desperately printing money, but it's only fueling the fire of a global economic bonfire. The petrodollar system, once the bedrock of global trade, is officially collapsing as nations settle trade in local currencies. Today, we begin a 10-part journey to understand this collapse and how you can protect your assets in this new era. Hyperinflation is no longer a historical footnote, it is our daily reality. Your savings are being stolen every single hour. The price of basic goods is doubling every few months, rendering fixed incomes worthless. People are rushing to exchange cash for anything tangible, creating a chaotic run on real goods. Wealth is not being destroyed, it is being redistributed from the savers to the debtors and asset holders. Understanding this mechanism is the first step to ensuring your survival in the 2026 Great Reset. As paper money fails, humanity returns to the ultimate store of value, gold. The yellow metal is reclaiming its throne. Central banks, despite their public denials, are secretly hoarding gold at record levels. In 2026, gold has broken past $5,000 per ounce, becoming the only trusted denominator of value. Digital gold, or tokenized physical gold, is emerging as the new global settlement layer. If you don't own physical gold, you are essentially gambling with your future in a rigged game. Alongside gold, Bitcoin has emerged as the digital gold for the internet age. It is the exit ramp from the failing system. In 2026, Bitcoin's scarcity is its greatest feature as governments try to track every digital dollar. Decentralization is no longer a luxury, it's a survival necessity for those seeking financial privacy. Cold storage is the only way to truly own your wealth without counterparty risk. Bitcoin is not just an investment anymore, it's a hedge against the total collapse of central banking. Real estate in 2026 has shifted from a yield-generating investment to a survival-focused asset. Location now means safety, self-sufficiency, and access to resources like water and energy. Urban centers are struggling with high costs and social unrest, making rural land more valuable than ever. Farmland is the ultimate high-conviction play as food security becomes a global priority. Owning land that can produce value is the most resilient way to survive the coming decades. Central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, are being introduced as the solution to the crisis, but they are a trap. CBDCs allow for total surveillance and programmable spending, ending financial freedom as we know it. Your money could have an expiration date or be restricted to certain approved purchases. The push for a cashless society is a push for total control by the central authorities. Learning to transact outside the CBDC system is critical for maintaining your sovereignty. In a world of failing paper, hard commodities like oil, copper, and silver are the true building blocks of wealth. Supply chain disruptions and geopolitical tensions are making these resources incredibly scarce. Silver, the poor man's gold, is seeing record demand for industrial and monetary use. Energy independence is the new wealth, owning energy-producing assets is a massive strategic advantage. Positioning yourself in the raw materials of the future is a key pillar of asset survival. As global systems fail, local barter networks and community-based trade are making a comeback. Relationships and trust are becoming the most valuable currencies in a broken world. Skills that produce value: gardening, repair, medical are more stable than any stock portfolio. Building a resilient local network is as important as building a diversified asset portfolio. Survival in 2026 is a team sport, isolation is a massive risk factor. The collapse of the dollar is forcing a massive geopolitical realignment. The West's dominance is fading. New alliances are forming around resource-rich nations, creating a bipolar or multipolar world. Conflict over remaining resources is inevitable, making jurisdictional diversification essential. Having a plan B, a second residency or citizenship, is no longer just for the elite. Understanding where the power is shifting is key to positioning your assets and your family. The 2026 Great Reset is a time of immense danger, but also immense opportunity for the prepared. A diversified portfolio of gold, Bitcoin, real estate, and skills is your roadmap to survival. Stay liquid, stay mobile, and most importantly, stay informed and adaptable. The future belongs to those who see the collapse as a transition to a new, decentralized world. Subscribe and join our community as we navigate the storm and build a better future together.